Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to PNP. It's your boy Rashad. We got Dave in the building. We both back at our respective cribs.
You
Uh,
are correct.
yeah,
How long you been at your respective crib, sir?
I got back this morning. I got back
I
this.
got I got back about an hour ago.
Yeah, so, so we back at our respective cribs. In our in our normal shindigs. But I mean, before we get into all the happenings, Dave, because of course we got shellacked and you were in live in attendance. But before we get into that, man, how was the Christmas? How was the festivities?
No, it was
How'd
good,
everything
man.
go?
No, it was great, man. I did a lot of drinking. I did a lot of chilling. I was in the rural parts of Georgetown, South Carolina. Not an ounce. No Panthers gear, bro. I'm dead ass. If you were watching my fantasy Q&A, because I didn't want to go up into the stadium without something on, so I did have on a jacket that I was required to wear because my wife got it for me for Christmas. But I told her about my shirt. Like, well, you can wear this to the game. It's like, don't worry. It don't seem like I'm going to be in the game the whole game anyway, so it's fine. So that's how it went down. But yes, I'm dead ass. I'm not wearing no gear for a while. I'm not wearing no gear on the show. I'm not playing. And I bought gear at the store. You won't see it for a while. It's gonna be a while.
So you got in the store. You got into the store.
Oh yeah, I waited. I made the executive decision after near the end of the third quarter, once the score was 32-6, to go ahead and make a move, and I went to the store. Because when I first got to the stadium, it was bad.
That line be no joke, bro.
Yeah, it was bad. So they still doing COVID protocols and shit. So but overall, man, it was a good week. You know what I'm saying? I got to head down to Greensboro, check out some of my line brothers. I saw you. I got to figure out, understand how bad the economy is with Cookout taking an hour to get food. But it is what it is. I went.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys a quick story. So when I landed in Charlotte. I'll just tell you this quick story because I went to Rashad's first.
Yeah.
I landed in Charlotte. I landed around like 10:30, around 10:30, 11ish. And the family's hungry, so we went to Cookout. Cookout not too far from his house, and we went to the Cookout. And we were in line, and it's typical cookout at 11 p.m. It's a long line, you know what I'm saying? So we got to the line, and about an hour later, we finally got our food. This young lady came out and apologized and said that there was 3 people working. Manager left during the shift, and out of those 3 people, one of them was in training. So in essence, they pretty much had one person working because the other one had to keep an eye on the new person. So it was a mess. I have some reason. I see what you did there, Noli. I see what you did there. Oh, we'll get into that. We're definitely going to get into that. But now it was a good trip, man. I got to go all over. My family, a lot of my family's from the Georgetown, from the Low Country. Shout out to you from the Low Country. So
Hey, Dave had to give me a geography lesson about South Carolina geography, about Low Countries, and I'm like, I don't. Dog, upstate, Low Country, Midlands. I don't know none of that shit.
At least you got the Midlands right. Good job, Midlands.
That was a guess. I sounded familiar.
That's exactly right. So I was down there. You know what I'm saying? I got family from Georgetown, so I got to hit up Myrtle Beach, did some shopping there and things. And sort of finished up the Christmas shop while I was down there. Got to see a lot of family members I haven't seen since the pandemic. So it was a good trip. It was a pretty good trip. No complaints. Went to the game. Pretty good.
Yep.
Son's first game. You can only imagine.
That was
you can only imagine.
He was lit though, right?
He was lit. But there's a story to that too. So like we were like, I don't think I've ever sat
story time with Dave. Story time.
Story time. Right. So we were up in the 500 sections, right? And we were on the 30 in the Bleeds, 30th row. So like I was right behind Sam Mills' sign. So it was pretty dope.
But we got it. We got those tickets for free, and we
got no. I'm not complaining about the seats by any stretch.
Don't do that. Shout out to Kyle.
No. Shout out to Cal. I appreciate him because it was great. Yeah, it was great. My son got to catch the first game, so it was dope. So we were all the way up there. We sat down there, and my son, kids, the bathroom type of ordeal. So we did the down and up a few times, and then the third quarter hit, and he said he had to go to the bathroom. I said, all right, son. Can you hold it at least to the end? Like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, I am not coming back up these stairs for the fourth time. At this point, the score was 32-6. So I said, nah, I'm not doing this to sit here for the fourth quarter. So like I actually missed the fire Matt Rule chance. I was there for the booing, and I was there for the other things that happened. But it was bad. It was just a bad game to watch. But it was a good trip. I mean, I appreciate the tickets, Kyle. Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah. And shout out to Antoine for buying a hoodie from us. If y'all didn't know, we definitely don't shout out to our merch enough, but we do have merch. So if you go on our channel and you click our store, you'll see a couple of shirts we got out there. And the hoodie is dope. I have a white one I wore on a show one time. I know Dave's got one, but so does our gear count, Dave? Or are you putting our gear on strike too?
Well, I
It's
mean, I have
technically
P and P.
I mean,
It's
the P
not. It's
stands for
not.
Panthers.
It's
The
not.
P.
I mean, it's kind of not because it's ours. Like it's
All right,
ours.
just making sure. I'm just making
Nah,
sure.
I mean, like I got P and P in the background, so I'll
You
occasionally
technically.
throw on. I'll occasionally throw on one of our merches, but for the most part, I'm not playing. I'm serious. I'm dead ass. You're not gonna see it. Fantasy show tomorrow. You're not gonna. Sunday morning, not gonna see it.
Yeah. Yeah, tough. But yeah, for me, I had a great holiday. As you can see, those of you that watched the game, watched me live stream the game. I was out in the mountains, in Asheville or close to Asheville. Not exactly Asheville. I was in Lake Lure, which is about 45 minutes from Asheville. And I do got to send a huge shout out to my boy Sean. Sean, who watches this show, and he is a Patreon member. I ran into him at the mall. And I'm not gonna say like where he works. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he definitely hooked your boy up with where he works. He doesn't work in the mall. I just ran into him randomly at the mall, and he was able to recognize me even without my mask. I have my whole family, my parents, my wife, my kids, and he found me, and we had a quick little interaction. And I'm not gonna say where he works, but I ended up going to his place of work later that night, and it was super dope. So shout out to Sean, man. Appreciate all the love that you showed me and my family. I appreciate that a lot. So appreciate you, Sean, and good looking out, brother. But yeah, great Christmas. We try to travel during the Christmas. Something we started a couple years ago, and it's been fun. So I had a blast, man. Christmas is always dope, especially when you're with the family and the extended
Absolutely,
family. Yeah, it's good
absolutely.
stuff.
And now
Good stuff.
the reality sets back in. I'm probably gonna go back to work tomorrow. I'm off this
That
week, but I'm
sucks.
I just need I need to catch
To
up.
get your
I need
mind
to
off the Panthers.
Yeah, it's bad when you rather go to work than talk about the Panthers, bro. You know
Yeah, that's pretty bad, bro.
yo,
That is terrible.
I want to catch up on my emails, figure out what I missed, see what I could probably get more things done when nobody's around during this week. So I might, opt and take advantage of it since I got somewhere to send my kids. So
Yeah, man. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Follow us on all the socials. You know it, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Follow us on all them joints. Real quick subscriber update because we're making a nice push towards the end of the year. We might not make 15K. We have a real strong possibility of making 14K before the end of the year. So hit that subscribe button. 163 folks away from 14K. So let's see if we can make that push. Let's make that happen. Really close on Twitter. We need 400 more subscribers on Twitter, or followers on Twitter, excuse me. A lot of good stuff being dropped on Twitter, especially the day after game day. So on Monday, we drop a lot of stats, some of the stuff we go over on the show, and some of the stuff you will see here tonight. I do post on Twitter during the day. So follow us on Twitter if you haven't done so.
and look,
Instagram,
man, I'm about to put a stand on me, man. I'm about to put a stand on me, man, because I should have a lot. I should have some follow. I should be closer to what this number is right now, and I'm not. So since Matt Rule's out here talking about hip hop lines and hip hop careers, I do sports, hip hop, and across the board on my personal page. So if you follow me at ChampD1012, that'd be great. That'd be excellent. And I do have the jokes. I do some crazy retweets. It's fun. I have a blast. So if you want to follow me, just follow me at ChampD1012.
Facts. And then our Instagram at Panther Nation PC, 88 subs or followers on Instagram from 500, and then TikTok as well. Hit us up on our socials. Real quick, I was talking about Sean earlier. Got a shout out to all the other Patreon members. Go to patreon.com/Panther Nation PC for some more good content. They get a lot of the stuff, exclusive stuff, a couple of days early. So shout out to the free agents. A lot of you guys, some of y'all aren't new anymore. I haven't taken the new off of your name, but we appreciate all the support from you guys. Appreciate it. Franchise players, shout out to you guys as well. And then shout out to the MVP members, Dave, and we owe them
we got to do it.
a PNP Confidential sometime this week. We'll let y'all know.
We'll figure out a day. I mean,
we'll let y'all know.
You guys in the Patreon, tell me what's a good day for you guys this week. We could try to make it happen before the first.
Yep. Shout out to MVPs. They have the opportunity to win some sort of item, whether it's a signed autograph item. We can't do tickets anymore because no more home games left. But there's a couple items. And shout out to Kyle, bro. I will get out the helmet. I owe you the signed Christian McCaffrey helmet. I haven't forgot. I just haven't been in town, so I'll get that out as soon as I can. So shout out to all the MVPs. Again, like I said, they have the opportunity to win some sort of exclusive item, whether it's a signed item or a gift card from somewhere, something. And we appreciate you. We appreciate the MVP supporters, and that's it. So, if you haven't forgotten, today is the last day that we are going to donate all of our super chats and cash apps towards the Heart Foundation, the Hearts Foundation. Shout out to Miles Hartsfield, who's out there balling every week. We decided to give back to his foundation, and today is the last day that we will be collecting the super chats and cash apps and donate to his foundation. As of right now, and there's a couple more that came in, but as of right now, we are at $259 before the stuff that just came in and 87 cents. So go ahead, Dave.
Cash App is sitting on my title right now for my name, so you can go ahead and if you want to hit the donations, go for it. We can put that up there as well.
Yeah, put your name, put your Twitter joint back up there, Dave.
All right, I'll move it back. That's the same. The Twitter handle is the same as my Cash App. So
that's true.
There you go. True. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's pretty much the same as the Cash App.
Yep. So today is the last day. Yeah, today's the last day. And so we appreciate everybody that's supporting the effort. Again, this isn't the first time we've collected funds and donated some of our own money to a foundation. Last time, if you recall, we supported Brandon Zilstra's scholarship. And this time we supported Miles Hartsfield, the Hearts Foundation. I wonder if that was a playoff, the Heart Foundation, like the rest. I don't know. Just
we're gonna find out.
His last name.
We're gonna find out. Man.
I don't know if he's old enough, man. He's not old enough to know about the Heart.
But you don't have to be old enough.
That's
you don't have to be old enough.
That's true. But I get obviously his last name, but I wonder still if it's a playoff of it. I don't know.
I mean, because they did have the New Heart Foundation.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that was trash though.
They weren't that bad. They were all right. I mean, they were all right.
I ain't gonna turn this into a wrestling joint, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All the old school wrestling fans. But all right, let's move on. All right, Dave, let's talk about it. Mick Mixon. We're gonna start with some good news, some positive news. There's a lot of negative stuff out. A lot of negative stuff to talk about. But we'll get to that. Don't worry. We will get to the negative stuff. We must start with the positive news. And shout out to Mick Mixon, the longtime voice of the Carolina Panthers. That was his last game being called at home. And so, Dave, what's your thoughts on Mick, man? Legendary voice, bro.
He is, man. He called some of the greatest plays in Panthers history, man. He had a long run. It's a well-earned retirement. He was an awesome dude. Never got to meet him. You got to meet him, didn't you, recently?
I did get to meet him. Yeah, I met him at the I saw him, and I saw him twice this year. I met him. I saw him first at training camp. The last day of training camp, he was there, and we said hi to him, but he was on the other side of the fence. The second time I ran into him was at ESPN Upstate's event at training camp. I got to sit literally right next to him. I mean, I ain't getting no picture. No, I know I did get a picture. I'm trash when it comes to like asking for pictures and stuff, because I was sitting right next to a bunch of Panther legends. I sat next to Mike Rucker, Brad Hoover, and I didn't ask for no pictures, bro. I'm trash.
No, but you know what? But at the same time, bro, that's not a bad thing. What I've learned, because you know me, I tend to get shocked with some celebrities and stuff like that. What I've learned is that they don't like it when you bother them when they're doing something. You know what I'm saying? So there's a time and place for everything. Like when I got the picture with, I didn't even post it yet, but when I did on IG, when I got the picture with Deezus, you know what I'm saying? They were just prepping before the game. So we had a dope conversation about message boards and shit. Like, so like, you know, they're normal people too, but I know sometimes you don't want to bother them while they're doing their job.
Was he frat?
No.
Okay,
no.
He was throwing that joint up.
Nah. That's how he always takes his pictures. Nah, he's not. He ain't frat. Maybe we should try to look into it. You know what I'm saying? because he does a lot. You know what I'm saying? His story is freaking out crazy. Like I met him on the message boards like 20 years ago, like, and he ended up getting his own show on Showtime when it was all said and done.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Kigo Fort. March on Mint. Sorry, don't have Cash App. It's all good. Y'all boys ready to march. I'm reaching out to some folk on Twitter. I have not heard a response. I'm trying to partner up with a certain group to see if we can get some more eyes on it. And I have not heard a response back yet. So I'm in the process of organizing. Just bear with me. Bear with me. And we may have the March on Mint. I just need to get some more eyes on it. But again, we can get the coverage for it. We can get the publication, all the Carolina Blitz, the Quick Blitz, the Vashti's, the Sheena Quick. We can get all those folks to cover it. So I have no problem with getting eyes on it. I'm trying to partner with a certain group. So just hang in there. Appreciate the super chat, bro. But back to Mick. I ran into him again at the ESPN Upstate joint, and I didn't ask for no pictures. I'm trash when it comes to that. I just did. It seems awkward, man. And I don't mind. I'm just saying this for future reference. If you see me out in the game, you see me in public, I don't mind taking pictures. Just for the reference, I don't mind doing it. For me, it's awkward for me to ask somebody else for. It's just weird to me. Just to me. So go ahead. Anything else, Dave?
Nah, man. Shout out to him. Now I'm curious to see who's going to replace him. Have they announced a replacement?
Yeah. I don't know. I have not heard anything.
Yeah.
Have not heard anything. But yeah, I did.
It's another culture shift too with the ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like you're seeing, and we'll probably get into that later. But you're seeing like a era starting to go a different direction, right?
It's true.
So
I was gonna say I think I was overhearing some personal conversations he was having with some of the other ESPN Upstate host members, and they were saying that he likes like cars, like the old school cars, like so he's gonna do that. In his pastime. Now he's gonna be able to pick that stuff up, and so it's cool, super cool cat, man, super cool dude. All right, let's move on. All right, Dave, let's talk about the Pro Bowl. As you all know, Brian Burns was voted to the Pro Bowl. If you don't know how the Pro Bowl works, 1/3 fan vote, 1/3 coach vote, 1/3 players vote. And Brian Burns obviously has respect of his peers because that propelled him, because he was not the highest vote getter from a fan perspective. So obviously that picked it. Something else had to propel him in there. So Dave, before we talk about Hassan Reddick, what's your thoughts on Brian Burns getting his first Pro Bowl nod?
He deserves to get in. I mean, like they had him tally as a defensive end, and based on his sack count, his QB hurries, and his hits, he absolutely deserved to go in. So he should be a starter for the Pro Bowl. And we could talk about the chitter chatter about why Hassan didn't get in, but sometimes, man, the Pro Bowl there is some level of politicking in it, but it's also about it's also about the position they put you in for, and I think that was a bigger factor than anything else when it came to Hassan.
Yeah, the position thing definitely matters, and I think Hassan also, the position thing may hurt him come payment time too when it comes to negotiating the contract. Outside linebacker versus defensive end, depending on how you fall in that category. Because I remember your boy from Pittsburgh had to file a grievance to get his position changed from outside linebacker to defensive end, because the 3-4 that the Pittsburgh Steelers play, he had to get reclassified. I don't know if he won that grievance or not, but it matters. That position definitely matters. And so shout out to Brian Burns for getting to the Pro Bowl. I know his brother's super happy about that.
Absolutely.
He definitely earns it. He's a good player. But I will say this, I'm a bit disappointed in Hassan not getting in. He murdered the fan vote. And he should be.
But it's only a third. I agree with you.
I know, Dave. Hold on. Let me get my point out real quick. I feel like, because it's not just about what you do this season, right? Sometimes it's what have you done in past seasons. It's not just a 1-year thing. Sometimes you go based on the history too. And I think Brian Burns is a testament to that, because last year had a good year. This year's followed up, and it takes you to earn that reputation for you to get your respect from the other players and the coaches. Going back to Hassan, I feel like Hassan should have gotten that. I mean, this dude had a 12-sack season last year, bro. Like, he's got 11.5 this year. Like, what else does the man have to do to earn respect from the players and the coaches. So I feel like he definitely should be in. But go ahead, my fault. I cut you off. But go ahead.
No, I'm with you, man. But what it boils down to is that, like, if he's going to be classified as an outside linebacker, he's going to get compared to other outside linebackers, and that's the downfall of it. Like, he got the fan vote, and he absolutely deserved the fan vote. He absolutely should have been first place. But there's always politicking. The players get a portion of the vote, the coaches get a portion of the vote, and maybe there's a different level of pool within the outside linebacker position versus the ends. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a little bit different. Like, for example, Chase Young got hurt this year. Yeah. That helped Brian Burns. You know what I'm saying? That helped.
That's true. That is true.
So like when you got elite level guys getting hurt like that opens things up. And I think for the outside linebacker position, it's probably more competitive. You think about 3-4 versus 4-3, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, no, I think, but yeah, I agree with you. I'm just saying that I feel like he's done enough over the past couple seasons to earn a
I agree. He should have gotten in,
and I still think he's going to get there. I think he's still going to get there. He is first alternate, so whoever, if they're one of the guys make the Super Bowl that made it, and I don't know who made it. Dave, can you look that up?
Yeah,
who made it in front of him? Who made it in front of Hassan Reddick? Because I do think he's going to get in there. Like, guys opt out of the Pro Bowl. They don't want to go. Hassan Reddick could still get in. Like, so we could see, same goes with Gilly. Like, Gilly I think he was 4th on the Pro Bowl. Like, so he's right there in the alternate range. So both of those guys could still make the Pro Bowl and still play in it.
Chandler Jones, Robert Quinn, Shaquille Barrett.
So Shaq Barrett could be in a Super Bowl, right? And if Shaq Barrett goes to the Super Bowl for the Bucs, then Hassan Reddick's going to get in there. So I have no problem. Well,
Chandler Jones might go too. I mean, the only one that can't go.
Chandler Jones could go. Yeah, Chandler Jones could go too. Absolutely correct.
Yeah,
absolutely correct. So yeah,
we got options.
Yeah, well, I think he'll get in there. I think Hassan will go. He will go. And shout out to Hassan too, because he mentioned interacting with the fans on Twitter and all that stuff. So Hassan is quickly becoming a fan favorite here in Carolina. Although both of these dudes did disappear on Sunday, but I'll.
All right, now
I digress.
Simmer down, sir.
I digress. Positive news. I'm keeping it positive, Dave. So Jeremy Chinn. Let's talk about Jeremy Chinn for a second. Jeremy Chinn has 214 career tackles for the Carolina Panthers in 2 seasons. That is the most by any player in the 2020 draft class. I know there's a lot of people that still crying about Isaiah Simmons. Like, how could you legit be? I just don't understand. I don't get it. How could you be? This dude is what we would have want Isaiah Simmons to be. Like, I don't understand why we still talking about Isaiah Simmons when we have Jeremy Chinn.
Because we took Derrick Brown.
Yeah, but we got this doesn't make you got him in the 2nd round, bro. Like, that's even better. It just doesn't make sense. That shit is stupid to me. But that's just me.
My man Jeremy Chinn did something only 2 other Panthers have ever done, and that's John Beeson and Luke Kuechly. I have no interest in hearing about Isaiah Simmons.
Facts. Like,
I have no interest.
So just to reset, I didn't even talk about it. So Jeremy Chinn did get 100 tackles, and he eclipsed that goal in the Bucs game. But yeah, and like Dave just mentioned, John Beeson, Luke Kuechly are the only other 2 guys to do that. Like, with back-to-back 100 tackle seasons in Panther history, bro. Like, this is crazy.
And he did it, and Chinn did it in his first 2 years.
First 2 years. It's impressive, bro. This dude's a baller, bro. He's a baller. I love what Jeremy Chinn is doing. He's great. Keep balling, fam. Keep balling, and he's doing some good things, man. So,
by the way, bro, this is another situation where you have the debate on where you put him. Right? Is he a safety? Is he a linebacker?
Yeah, for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but then because he's positioned as a linebacker, if I remember correctly, right?
No, he's a safety.
He's a safety this
now.
year.
They
okay,
moved
he's
to
a safety
this year. Yeah.
So those are the type of things you got to consider. Like,
that also comes into play when it comes to getting paid.
And PFF.
PFF.
Yeah, because PFF, shout out to PFF because we interviewed, can't remember his name right now.
Ben.
Ben.
His name was Ben.
Yeah, Ben. I can't remember his last name right now, but
I can't remember his last name either.
Ben Lindsay.
Yeah.
Ben Lindsay.
Lindsay, yeah.
Yes, Ben Lindsay. So yeah, we interviewed him about the PFF grades, and we had a discussion points about Jeremy Chinn. If you guys with Patreon, you would know about it because it's still out in them streets.
It is still out there.
So
yeah, we talked about that, and yeah, they don't have a system in place to accurately grade hybrid players like Jeremy Chinn, and he basically admitted that. So, but yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast, bro. He's a beast.
All right, I just got a Cash App, so shout out to Omar for $5 towards the Hearts Foundation. Really appreciate it, bro.
Shout out to Omar. Shout out to Omar, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all hitting the super chat too, because if you recall, just real quick, we don't get 100% of the super chat money, although we're gonna donate the full amount you donated towards the cause. That's coming out of our pockets because we don't get the full Cash App. Google takes it, YouTube takes it, some of it too. So just FYI, no big deal. But anyway, moving on, Dave. Moving on, Dave still does not like DJ Moore.
Don't do that. I should have sent you a picture of the picture I have with Mr. Moore. Don't do that.
DJ, when'd you get the picture? Today? This weekend?
During training camp. A few years back.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, but Dave still does not like DJ Moore. Although DJ Moore continues to defy odds. He has another 1,000-yard receiving year. Although he's played with some terrible quarterbacks, a lot of terrible quarterback play, he has still eclipsed 1,000 yards for the third consecutive year. And as you can see on the top list right there, since 2019, DJ Moore ranks 5th in receiving yards, right up there with those guys. Cooper Kupp, who was on pace to get the Triple Crown, right there with him. Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, and then DJ Moore. So DJ Moore, all the DJ Moore hate that Dave be spewing, this dude is balling. Since 2019, he's right there with those guys.
Yo, man, if we ever want DJ Moore on the show, you're not helping. I just want you to know that you're not helping.
I mean, I'm here for balance. I'm here for balance.
You are here for balance, but you got to remember why I went at DJ Moore's neck. Don't be out here trying to say that I went at his neck because of his catch versus target ratio. I ain't go at his neck because he can't get the numbers. But congrats to him. I mean, he third receiver to ever do that in our franchise history. 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Steve Smith and Greg Olsen was the other two.
Facts.
So, shout out to him.
He's also one of only 7 wide receivers in Super Bowl era with at least 3,000-yard receiving yard seasons before the age of 25 years old. So it's crazy. That's crazy. Mike Evans, Randy Moss, Odell Beckham, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, and John Jefferson. I don't know who John Jefferson is.
You sure they ain't Justin?
But
well, it hasn't been, Justin hasn't been in for 3 years yet. He's gonna hit it. It's looking like if Justin Jefferson doing next year, he's gonna get it.
John Jefferson is a person. He's probably just a little bit older that I'm just not familiar with, but he's on the list right up there with the rest of those guys. So it's impressive, man.
I got some more donations for the Heart Foundation. Shout out to Cheryl Lynn for $12 towards the Heart Foundation, and shout out to Bryson Jones for $5 towards the Heart Foundation. Thank you.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to my man Joe Casho, Philly the podcast. He ain't got much, but I got support, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. That's YouTube family right here. Shout out to Joe Casho, my guy. Again, every time I see my man Joe Casho on the show, again, I got to shout out the huge inspiration to the show. Reason why we've been able to get a lot of these interviews. He kind of popped that off for us. So appreciate that, Joe. All right, so moving on. Again, shout out to DJ Moore, 1,000-yard receiving for the third consecutive year, defying all the odds and all the Dave hate that Dave is spewing. Just saying, bro.
Look, man. Look, stop before we get into Robbie, because we're talking about hate, we're talking about jobs. We need to talk about LinkedIn because sometimes jobs come and go. No, that's fine. I want to go ahead and
go ahead. That was a good segue.
It's an excellent segue. So these days it can be hard to find and hire the right candidates for your small business. That's why LinkedIn Jobs made it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster and for free. You can create a job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 770 million people. Focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience and use screening questions to get your role in front of only the most qualified. Then use the simple tools on LinkedIn Jobs to quickly filter and prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs as the #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs help you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/PNP. That's linkedin.com/PNP to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Shout out to LinkedIn, bro. Shout out to LinkedIn.
Because he's going to be looking for, he's
All the
going to
way
probably
from
have a
LinkedIn.
problem finding a job, by the way. So,
Yeah.
shout out to Jim, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He won't have a
Shout
problem.
out to Jim. All right, Dave. Now it's time. It's time to get into some spicy news.
That's
spicy
why I want to do it right then. Here. That's why I want to do it then, sir.
It's time to get into some spicy news here. All right, so Robbie, and again, Robbie got shooter, so I'm gonna be careful with my words. But Robbie was interviewed today, and he pretty much, was perturbed at the fans for booing.
I got one more Hearts Foundation donation. Shout out to Miz for $5. Appreciate it.
Shout out to the Miz, man. But back to Robbie. Robbie was perturbed with the fans saying we ain't real fans, Dave, because we boo Sam Darnold for coming on the field.
I didn't boo
and
him.
then we cheer when he makes a big play. That's fake. That's what Robbie said. That's fake. That's fake, Dave. What's your thoughts on this situation?
I mean, we're fans, right? We're emotional. That's typical. I do think we should always try to root for the Panthers to win, regardless of who the quarterback is. I've always felt that way. As much heat I've given Sam, I wanted the guy to succeed. I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it occurring. But I wanted the guy to succeed because he's on the squad, so I got to have his back. You know what I'm saying? I got to have his back to a point. But yeah, I was in the stadium when that happened. I didn't boo. I laughed because I kind of knew it was coming. But they booed. It was pretty loud, bro. But then it got funnier because they started cheering as soon as he had the big play. And I'm like, it's just fans in a nutshell, bro. That's what we do. We're emotional about it. We just emotional.
So, but you answered the question. You answered the question. What do you think about Robbie Anderson saying that we are fake fans?
Well, I'm not a fake fan.
Or booing and then cheering. No. Dave, Dave is tap dancing like a mother. Y'all hear that?
Oh,
Dave,
yeah, man.
Clickety clacks. Dave is tap dancing, bro.
Yo, man, I'm watching taps.
You tap dancing, dog. Answer the question, bro. What do you think about Robbie Anderson saying that the fans are fake?
I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. Those guys paid it. Look, the fans pay their hard-earned money to go see these games. I don't agree with them. They have their right to cheer or boo whatever they want to cheer. I mean, because those fake fans are still using that real money to go to those games. So, like, I don't agree with them. It's that simple.
So let me ask you this: is there a little bit of hypocrisy going on, Dave, with Robbie Anderson? Because this is the same guy that was cussing Sam Darnold, apparently, allegedly, cussing Sam Darnold out on the sideline, and now he's defending. Is he not fake too? I'm asking for Panther Nation because we want to know. I'm asking.
I mean, the game's emotional, right? And that's why it boils down to you can't get mad at other folks emotional. Because
I didn't even see this. I didn't even see the super chat before I said that, but this is exactly what I'm saying. Look, and at the same time, his hands was also fake too, because his hands, he wasn't catching shit that Sam was throwing. But when Cam is in there, he was catching everything. So what are we doing here?
What you trying to take it there, huh? You trying to take it there in these streets, sir?
I'm asking a question, bro.
I really, for me, it ultimately boils down to fans got the right to do what they want. As long as they're not trying to do the miles at the palace, they can do whatever the heck they want from that standpoint. Like, they paid their hard-earned money to go to these games. So they could say whatever they want to say, do what they want to do. I know it's frustrating. Shit. We don't like seeing you guys lose either. But it's just frustrating because I think some people are just angry and emotional. Matt Rule's response was interesting when they asked him about it. But I don't agree. Because like you said, it is somewhat hypocritical because if you were cussing out Sam, now you're defending him. I mean, you'll say that's your emotions. I mean, the fans should have the right to say the
That's
same
our
thing.
emotions too. Exactly.
Yeah.
We emotional watching our team catch fades every single week, bro. We
And it's not
tired
about
of
how
it.
they
I
cut.
mean,
It's not. It's about the how. It boils down to the how we catching these
and it
fades.
and it ain't. See, he got it all twisted because they ain't booing Sam Darnold. That's not who they booing. They not booing Sam. They're booing the action of putting Sam Darnold in place of Cam Newton for the stupid 2 quarterback system. It could have been anybody. It could have been PJ Walker right there. He would have got booed the same way, bro. It could have been anybody you put in that situation. So
I
it's
think.
not him them booing
Yeah.
Sam in
It's.
particular. It's the fact that you
Yeah.
benched Cam in that situation. That's the bigger deal.
It's ultimately the optics, right? Like it ultimately boils down to the optics because the optics it's just about the optics. Like we have no interest in a 2 QB system. Like if you're gonna start Cam, play Cam the whole damn game. If you're gonna start Sam, play Sam the whole game. If you're gonna start PJ, play him the whole game. Don't do this two quarterbacks.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong.
Well, I mean, there were some folks that
that.
were straight up booing Sam because I think a lot of folks don't want to come to the reality that Sam's going to be our quarterback next season. But you guys need to get ready to prep for reality that Sam's going to be our quarterback next season. Like that's just the way it's going to be, guys. And I'm not ready to go this far.
Dog, we getting there. We getting there. We sure acting like that.
I ain't ready to go that far, bro. I ain't there. I'm not there. I'm not
getting there.
I'm not ready to go that far.
Carolina Clown Show. They ain't looking so good. But all right, I digress. We'll move on from Robbie Anderson because it's a lot more press conference things to discuss. But yeah, this was I think Robbie could have left this one alone. Like you can't. The players.
Well, the thing is, if he got asked, he can't leave it alone. Because that's against what Robbie does.
I just think if you're going to address that question, bro, there's another PC way to answer that. Like you can't come at the fans for one. Like you can't do that. So you can't tell fans how to respond.
Rashad, so you're asking Robbie Anderson to be PC. He hasn't been PC all year.
He's kind of that. What he just did was kind of PC though. Do you think he really feels that way about Sam, or you think he capping just to say the right thing?
Well, nah, because maybe he feels he could feel a certain way about Sam and think that the fans went too far. I mean, that's his opinion.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's his opinion. Like he can feel how he want to feel about Sam, right? But there's even a point, right? It's just like if you're in school, right? If you know there's a kid that you don't like you absolutely don't like this kid, if you were in high school or whatever, and you wouldn't mess with that person. But then there's a point where you're like, all right, now that's really bad. Like that's way too far. There's that point. I mean, maybe that booing Sam was the point where it was too far.
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't like when players are addressing fans like and our responses to bad. Like we wouldn't do this if you were winning. Like winning cures all. Like if you're gonna go out there and lay eggs every week, like you can't expect us to just sit back and take it. Like pause. We not just about to just man, we're just gonna support. Like we're gonna voice our opinion, bro. Like Dave said earlier, we're paying $300-$400 to come see y'all play in some instances, and we come out there and y'all play like y'all gonna get booed, fam.
I paid $45 to park my car yesterday.
Some dudes are gonna catch some strays. That's just how it's gonna be until y'all start winning. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on from Robbie. Let's talk about Cam. Let's talk about Cam's press conference. Cam's post-game press conference seemed really somber. It seemed really down. It really seemed like this was a retirement. And I know he said it doesn't. I don't want to seem like I'm retiring, but it definitely seemed like this was a curtain call press conference, bro. Dave, what are your thoughts on this?
He knows the end is near. He's realistic. He knows the end is near. He understands how this works. He understands what we all know, right? Consider it, man. Think about it, bro. The guy probably should have been released when we let him go. It took so long for him to finally for New England to sign him, and he was one of the lower paid quarterbacks as a starter in the NFL last year. He played through the season. He came back next year. The Patriots drafted a quarterback. He didn't make it through the preseason, and we signed him after Sam Darnold was put on IR. Like, so he knows the end is near, and he's come out. He hasn't won a game as a starter. Even though statistically he's been playing better than Sam, he hasn't won a game as a starter. He has learned the red zone package though, based on what happened yesterday. But he hasn't won the game as a starter, and so he knows the end is near. He knows he might not be starting anymore. So yeah.
No, I mean that's pretty much what it seemed like. I mean, it's just, man, like not like this, man. It just seems real. It seems real bad, bro. Like just seems like he's conceding. And again, like we said, I think Dave told y'all this a long time ago, that Sam, as soon as Sam was healthy, he's going to come back and he was going to start. And it just makes 100% sense because this dude is under contract next year. That $18 million ain't going nowhere. They're going to want to see Sam Darnold if he's healthy, bro. And Cam is just a sacrifice, bro.
But it's more than that. It's more than that, right? If Cam would have came out of here balling out of his mind and winning football games, then we would be having a different discussion. But he hasn't won a game as a starter yet. And I know what you guys are going to say. Well, look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, I hate the QB he alluded. We're not gonna do that because he alluded that he nipped that right in the bud. What you just said, what you're going to say, that's why I ain't gonna let you finish, because he nipped that in the bud. He said everybody has to play their part, and you can't just say, oh, we got Cam Newton, now we about to win some games. Nah, he needs support, and that's what I've been saying for every single quarterback you bring in here. It don't matter who you put back there, bro. If dudes ain't doing their job, if the wide receiver's not catching the football, if the O-line isn't blocking, if the defense isn't doing their job, then we just sit you're not going to win any games. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is, bro. And Cam said that. I think this is by far, maybe the second best, because the press conference when he came back was probably the best. But this is the second best press conference I've ever seen from Cam Newton. He basically addressed everything, and he probably would have gone into some real good detail if he said his kids weren't going to watch. He probably would have kept it a buck if his kids weren't watching, and probably would have exposed some truths and said some things and some curse words. But he ain't happy. Like, he ain't happy. Like, and it's not his fault. Like, people are sitting here out here blaming him, and y'all gotta watch the game, bro. What game are y'all watching?
All I'm gonna say is this: when he started naming these players that he used to play with,
yes,
there's a common theme. I mean, he understands there's a culture shift. Like, it's a big culture shift from what they used to be. He said, like, they understood what Keep Pounding stood for. See, you got to pay attention.
And these players don't. And he
didn't say these players don't.
Now don't. No, that's what I got from it.
That's what he inferred. He didn't say
basically.
It. I don't want to misquote him, but sometimes saying nothing says everything.
Facts.
So
shout out to Kyle Hampton, says, y'all can't sit and tell me with all these trash QBs in the league and say he ain't no starter. This man can still play. Maybe not like old Cam, but look at Matthew Stafford and his career.
Listen, man. I
agree, bro. He can still play, bro.
Kyle, I agree.
Shout out to Kyle for super chat too.
Yeah, appreciate the super chat. Kyle, let me tell you something, bro. I agree with you. And Matt Stafford is a phenomenal comparison, because you know how I feel about Matthew Stafford. But Matthew Stafford out here getting these multiple chances. I mean, there were folks trading for Matthew Stafford. Even though Matthew Stafford doesn't have a playoff win in his career. Matthew Stafford just won his first game against a team 5 games over 500 just a few weeks ago. Like, he ain't, but 12 years in the league. No playoff wins. So, and I think that's still going to continue, by the way. I stand by that. But he's just I think Cam could be a starter in this league. I'm not doubting
he is. That. He could definitely still play, bro. He ain't what he used to be, but hold on. Like Kyle said, the dude could still play, bro. He can still. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like Kyle said, that the dude can still play. I think he can still play. He needs to be supported. He needs good play callers, and he needs everybody to do their job, just like any other quarterback. You can scream Kenny Pickett. You can scream Matt Corral. You can scream Sam Howell. Them dudes ain't doing nothing no different. They might get you one more win. Maybe. That's a strong maybe. But they're not changed. They're not just going to flip it and just us be great. Not unless everybody else is improved and doing their job. Now, this is interesting, Dave. What about the line? This city is seen as shared cowards. I don't know what he's talking about there. I don't know what he's inferring to there. Does anybody have any guesses as to what this could be in reference to? I don't know.
I hope Cam Newton writes a book, bro. You know what? I would be first in line for the Cam Newton tell-all, particularly during the Ron Rivera days. I will be first in line, and he will make a killing.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, maybe. He ain't talking about Ray.
Kyle with another super chat. I don't watch the mainstream stuff, so I don't know. I don't watch that stuff, bro. Y'all need to cut that shit off. I don't know nothing about this. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. He can't be talking about Ron, bro. He's not talking about Ron. I don't even. Maybe Gettleman. But
Gettleman got him his contract. Gettleman got him his contract. The one contract he got. Gettleman got him a deal.
He kind of lowballed it too, though. He didn't. You act like he made him the highest paid quarterback in the league.
He at the time when he signed the deal, he was one of the highest.
At
the time he signed the deal, he was one of the highest.
He was never the highest.
No, but at the time when he signed the deal,
he should have been.
Yeah, but he was like, I think he was probably top 5. But then the
he was
quarterback
definitely in the top 5.
Yeah, but like then the quarterback market freaking skyrocketed. I mean, Gettleman just had good timing on the deal. Was what ultimately boiled down to in the grand scheme of things.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he was talking about. But this was a good press conference. If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it, man. Cam is doing his thing. Shout out to SC Bass with what's your 3rd or 4th super chat. Appreciate that, bro. He says he's probably talking about coaching, management, Hurney, Gettleman, Richardson. Maybe Richardson. I don't know. I think he still has respect for Richardson, bro. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, Richardson wouldn't let him be himself.
Could be.
I mean, he had a different hairstyle when Richardson was around, but that's a different discussion.
That's true.
Asking about tattoos
and facial hair too.
Yeah,
he had no facial hair either.
Yeah, it was a little bit different back then.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But let's move on to I guess what y'all probably all been waiting for. This dude Matt Rule, right? This dude Matt Rule. A couple press conferences. He had his one today and his press conference yesterday with his Jay-Z bars. Dave, just jump in, bro. Where do you want to go with this dude Matt Rule? It's a lot of different ways we can go with this, bro.
I wanna be clear. It did take Jay-Z 7 years before he had his opportunity, before he became a success. Like, I think everybody is starting to clock a reasonable doubt, and you're looking at it the wrong way. It did take Jay-Z 7 years.
That's not the point. How the hell is that relevant?
Let me finish. That being said, if he was in the music industry, we'll be rolling with him. But he's not. We can argue that he'd already reached a 7-year point to get to this point, right? Because it took him damn near 7 years to get this head coaching opportunity as a pro football player, as a pro coach, even though I could question whether or not he should have. But either way, this ain't the music industry. This is the NFL. You're not going to get 7 years unless you start winning some games.
And see, my problem with this stuff is that this you see this kind of speak, this motivational coach BS that he's supposed to be good at. That's what he's spewing to these dudes. He's telling his players. I tell my players all the time. Took Jay-Z. Said what that got to do with anything, bro?
Yeah,
I'm like Will Smith. They're like Will Smith. Blah blah blah. Like what are you talking about? That shit ain't helping, bro. Funny. That shit ain't helping, dog.
There's a few things that I've learned about Matt Rule. One, his hip hop acumen is better than I would expect it to be. And 2, he really got to come up with better examples than Jay-Z. He really does. Because it's not a good sample size. Because typically in the music industry, it's music entertainment in general.
This is not
music, ain't where we're at. This is the NFL.
This is the NFL, bro. And I got
not
some
for long.
Not for long league, bro. Shout out to Dennis. With the super chat. Didn't leave a chat, but appreciate the super chat, bro. That's gonna go straight to the Hearts Foundation. But let's go through these real quick because this is what was said today. Matt Rule believes 1,000% in the rebuild process, and it's working. That's what he said yesterday in regards to Jay-Z. It's working. It's working. It's measured in wins and losses. That's what it's working. That's how we know it's working.
Well, there's other ways to see that it's working. You see some level of progress,
Cap,
even without the
Cap,
win. No, wait, no. Hear me out.
Cap.
So like when you think about Rivera, you saw it working. You saw progress. Because he had losing seasons the first 2 years.
He improved his win in the win column, didn't he?
He did. But I'm just saying, you got to see some level of improvement. You got to see some level of building. Like it seems like it's going backwards based on the fact that we're getting these blowout losses. Like we played way better last year than we have this year, and you can argue that we had a better team this year than last year.
You know what, Dave? You know this is funny. You know why this is funny? Because if you look around the league and look at all the coaches on the hot seat, look at all the Joe Judge. Because I was doing some research.
Joe Judge is safe, by the way.
I know. No, hold the thought.
All right.
You're right, because you're right. He is safe, but the same thing that he's saying is the same thing Matt Rule is saying. It's the same thing that Vic Fangio is saying. All these guys that are on the hot seat right now, they all are saying the exact same thing. The process is working. It's working. It's not working. If it's not showing up in the win-loss column, it ain't working. You got to put up some W's, fam. You got to produce. I can't just say, my code worked in test. It worked in test. Is it working in production, Dave? Because if it's not working in production, then it's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting stuff to work in test, that's irrelevant because it ain't working in production. You got to change. You got to change something. It has to work in wins and losses. That is true progression. Everything else being said is cap. It's all cap. Appreciate
Shout out to
with
the pounds.
Yeah, we got
That's
pounds,
the pounds.
dog.
We got pounds, yo. Shout out to you, Ryan.
Ryan said Matt Rule and I have something in common. He said one of which he has some things in common. One of which is neither of us know how to coach it.
That's tough, man. I can't. I can't. That's brutal. That's brutal.
No, that shit is funny. Yo, that's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah, but you can say all this stuff, bro. It ain't working. It's not working. And then he brings up the excuses. Oh, we got dudes in COVID. We got this. We got that. Now I'm starting to hear excuses of what. Dog, everybody's dealing with the same thing.
COVID ain't gonna stop him from getting the move. Because now it looks like COVID's gonna be around for a while. So he's gonna have to figure that out.
Every NFL team is dealing with the same thing, bro. You can't. That's irrelevant, bro. Don't start reaching for straws and saying I'm dealing with this, blah 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 blah. And then he goes on to say, Dave, I got no problem with the booing. Sometimes you need to get booed. Then he says he's got a vote of confidence from David Tepper, the owner. So what do you think about this, Dave?
If Tepper's vote of confidence is like Matt Rule's vote of confidence, he's getting fired tomorrow.
That's true.
But it's not going to happen. I think Tepper's going to.
It's not going to happen, bro. I think he's going to stay around too, bro. He's going to stay around.
I already know some folks in the some portions of the Panthers fan base is already trying to figure out what they're going to do if he is around. They said they're about to leave it, and I'm like, well, bro, I've sat through some rough seasons.
Yeah, this is tough, bro. And then shout out to my man Edgar, Panthers analyst at Panthers analyst on Twitter. Follow him. He says 7 straight losses, 6 straight home losses, 5 straight blowouts, 1 2022 draft pick in the top 100, 0 quarterbacks to the future. And David Tepper, he's saying that David Tepper, and I agree, David Tepper should, I'm going to insert a should, have a hard time seeing or selling Matt Rule and the 1,000% progress is working, blah, 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 that cap. It's cap, bro. It's all cap. It's cap, bro.
Well, I mean, I think the other thing that's interesting, and and I was talking to folks within the Patreon about this earlier today, is that by now we would have heard something from Tepper. Shout out to Pat,
bro.
Shout out to Pat.
Shout out to Pat. Shout out to Pat. We in the building. But yeah, you're right, Dave. You're right.
He was talking about Teddy Bridgewater getting out of here prior to the end of the season.
During the season, so during the season. He was talking mad, all this crap, and now things ain't going so well. He mad quiet, hush lip, hush mouth, quiet. Ain't saying nothing.
Because
What's up with that, man?
that the silence says everything you need to hear. That's how you know he's coming back next year. He ain't saying anything. He's not saying anything.
All right.
And that's
Yeah,
important.
it's crazy.
Right now,
All right,
everybody thinks that this guy's gonna be out of here, and he's not.
So let's talk about this because I've been doing some research. You know, I get my research bag, Dave, and I started looking at win percentages. Listen, we talked about Joe Judge being safe. Well, by wins and losses, he is technically safer than Matt Rule because his win percentage is better than Matt Rule's. So you look at how bad the Giants are playing, how bad they are. Well, we're worse, okay? And so I started doing the research, and I pulled all active coaches, every active coach, their first 2 years with their respective team, right? So their first 2 years. And Dave, what I found was, so any coach that has more than 2 seasons active, what I found was there's only 2 guys right now that have a lower win-loss or win percentage than Matt Rule. Only 2 guys that have more than 2 seasons, right? One of them is Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan went 6-10 his first season. Then he went 4-12 his second season. And if Matt Rule could end up lower than this, right? If we lose out, the win percentage could be worse. So I say that
same
as
amount
of
of wins,
now,
but same amount of wins,
but the percentage. So let me just go ahead and calculate that. Because I think that's going to happen. Let me go ahead and calculate that. 5.
So
how many losses would that be, Dave?
That'll be. I mean, it'll be 5-12.
It'll be 12 losses.
23 losses. Okay, yeah. 23 losses total. It'd be 5-12, and we went 5-11 last year. So,
hold on. Give me 1 second. My fault. 17 games. So his win percentage would be, let me see, times. I'm gonna go ahead and factor in the losses because I think that's gonna happen. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm doing math on the fly.
Let me see here. I'm looking at the chat. Us fans look forward to our chat therapy sessions more than the games. Yeah, it's getting there, man. Yeah. Even the town hall came back yesterday, bro. Even the town hall had to come back.
So okay, so I've reset it. So let's say if Matt Rule loses the next 2 games, right, he will end up with a 0.30 win percentage. There would only be one coach, active coach right now that has survived that low of a win percentage. And that's going to be my man. That's going to be my man, Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor out of the Bengals. He went 2-14 his first year, and then he went 4-11 his next year. And for a win percentage of 0.203. But the thing with Zach Taylor is he was working with a rookie quarterback.
His second year.
His second year, right? So the first year they sucked. They said, "All right, we got the first pick. Then we're gonna pick up my man Joe Burrow." Joe Burrow is the guy that turned it around, right? They were looking okay. Then he got hurt in the rookie year. He got hurt, so they were winning some games. He got hurt, and then it all went down from there. So one could say that if Joe Burrow stayed healthy, they could have got some more victories. I don't know that. I don't know that to be true. I'm playing hypotheticals right now. But that's where we are. There's only one coach that survived that, bro. That's active right now. Any thoughts on that, Dave?
Listen, man. I mean, and it's looking like Joe Judge is going to get another year. So Joe Judge is going to get a third year.
Joe Judge, and then obviously you know what Zach Taylor's doing right now. And then going back to Shanahan, Shanahan has a 0.3. Let me see. Shanahan has a 0.31 in his first 2 years, but then he flipped it. They went 13-3. Garoppolo got hurt too, and then went to the Super Bowl. That was his third year. So there is some hope. It has been done, but if you look at the situations, they're completely
not
different.
The same, bro.
They're not the same. Completely different.
Shanahan had injury problems with his quarterback situation in San Francisco, and that team still played well. Like, I don't think people realize how well the 49ers played that second season. The record doesn't show, but they played well. Just like last year, Rule went 5-11 last year. Now I will argue that the team played well, better last year than they are this year. We didn't really get blown out like that last year. We had a lot of one-possession games that we lost last year.
Yeah, I did.
That's why we got Teddy out of there.
I did the numbers. I did the numbers on that too, Dave. Our loss, we lost by an average of 9 points last year. That was our loss. You know, if you add up all the points we lost by divided by the amount of games, we lost by 9 points. This year we're losing by like 13 points, 13 to 14 points a game. That's how much we're losing by. That's a lot. That is a lot. Like it, I know it may not seem like it, but it is a lot. Losing by that many more points per game is a lot.
When you talk about an average,
on average, yes.
Yeah, you got to consider, like, everybody was at 0 for 8, 0 for 9. What was the stat y'all kept giving out for Teddy last year?
0 for 8, dog. I remember like the back of my head.
Yeah,
0 for 8.
So he was within one possession for those 0 for 8 drives. And 8 out of the 11 losses, he was within a possession. We ain't been within possession in 8 games this season. Shit. We haven't. Like, 5 straight blowouts tells you that we haven't. We have 10 losses. So it's like we weren't within a possession going into the fourth quarter yesterday. That's for sure. Or last week or the week before that. It's bad. It's just bad.
And so also just going back to my coaching research, I also found that most of these coaches, the average for 32 coaches across the league in their first 2 years, the active coaches, was 15 wins. That's not asking a lot, bro. 15 wins. That's almost 500, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 and 9, bro. That's all we asking for. That's all we ask. Yo, when we came to the season, Dave, that's all we asked for was get us to 500, bro. That's all that would have been in line with progression. That's all we asked for. And now we're sitting here with 10 wins in 2 years. That's below the average for the
we still got to try to get 7, man.
Coaches.
We got the Saints in the Bucs.
It ain't happening, bro.
We still got the Saints in the Bucs, man. You never know.
It ain't happening, bro.
If Ian Book, you think we can't beat Ian Book?
No. Ian Book will carve us up, dog.
Dog, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, we ain't got to worry about it because we ain't going to score no points.
Wow. Ian Book.
Yeah, you got to score points to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's not pretty in Carolina right now, bro. This win percent. And listen, we gotta stop being, and I think Jared commented this on a video earlier, and he's absolutely right, bro. Like, I think it was a comment on my mock draft video, and the dude said, yo, we gotta stop. It takes time to rebuild. It takes time to do this, and it does not have to take time. It doesn't have to. Like, watch more football. It does not have to. Like, it's dudes like my man Matt LaFleur.
No, stop. We ain't even got to say that. We can just look at our franchise, bro. Think about it. We were established in 1995. We were a game away from the Super Bowl the following year. When John Fox took over, he took us to the Super Bowl in his second season. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yo, let me give you an example. Matt LaFleur, his first 2 years, won 80% of his games, went 13-3, and he had Aaron Rodgers. Guess what Matt Rule had? Matt Rule had a former MVP quarterback too. He had it. He had it. So you chose to go down that path, bro. So, and Sean McVay, his first 2 years, 75% win percentage. He went 11-5 his first year, 13-3 his second year.
And he had Jared Goff.
and he had Jared Goff. Mike Tomlin, 10-6 his first year, 12-4 his second year. So let's stop capping. Let's stop.
He won a championship too within those first 2 years, didn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Let's stop capping.
Now, granted, that team was already built.
It doesn't have to take time, bro. It doesn't have to take time. Mike Vrabel, I can give you Mike Vrabel with the Titans. He went. I think Titans went 9-7 his first 2 years. Yeah,
guys, I don't want to hear this. Guys, y'all not going to discredit Fox. Let's not do that. We're not going to discredit Fox. We're not going to do that. They made some free agents acquisitions, the same thing that Matt Rule did, and he decided to go with Cam Irving and Pat Eflin. So y'all not going to discredit Fox here. Not going to allow it. Not going to let you do it. That dude took us to the Super Bowl with a quarterback that was holding a freaking clipboard known as Jake Delhomme. So I don't want to hear.
So what about Jared Goff? I guess there's one Jared Goff too, huh?
There is one Jared Goff.
Good coaching matters, bro. Good coaching matters. Good coaching matters, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Coaching matters, bro. Coaching matters.
But it looks like everybody's on board, bro. Everybody appears to be on board within the Panthers locker room. So everybody's on board with the message that Coach Rule's sending. They rolling with it. But I always say that players really show you their true colors when free agency time comes up and when the offseason comes up. We'll have a true idea then. We'll have a true idea then. So if everybody's saying they're on board right now, we'll see if what happens with Gilmore and all these other free agents that are going to be available coming into the following season.
Jay Hudge, man, appreciate the super chat. He says, what you haven't said is that we will be worse next season. Far too many holes to fill. I don't know. I've always said that the talent is not the issue. I still stand by it, bro. I stand by this, bro. The talent is not the issue. We should not be even in the same realm of the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Detroit Lions. I don't care what anybody tells me, bro.
Facts.
I don't care what nobody tells me. Yep, Sean McDermott has one season of less than 7 wins. His 5 years. So, listen, we got to stop being.
Brian Flores won 10 games. Brian Flores won 10 games in the second season. In the first season, they were trying to blow the team up. They were trying to tank.
Look at McCarthy. Look at McCarthy right now. He had a talented roster. He didn't blow his shit up. He said, "I'm gonna work with it." And I'm not even a McCarthy fan like that. I don't. He would not have been the right. He wouldn't have had the same results here. I tell you that. But I think he's doing a great job.
I think he would have been better than. I think would have been better than 5 wins. I'll tell you that though.
I agree there. I agree with that.
I think I agree with that. 5 wins.
I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. We gotta stop. We just gotta stop accepting this. Like, this is not how things are supposed to go, bro. We don't have to deal with this. Like, this is not part of the course. This is not average. Five wins back to back in your first 2 years is not average. That's below average, fam. I'm telling y'all this. This is below average. It's not acceptable. The process is not working.
Appreciate the super chat, Ryan. You're gonna have us converting from pounds to dollars, man, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my conversion on. But yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, man, this is not a talent issue, bro. This is not a talent issue. This is a coaching issue. Just a pure, straight up coaching issue, in my opinion. You want to know why it's a coaching issue? Let me give you some examples. Before we get to this COVID list, let me give you an example of why it's a coaching issue. You want to see why it's a coaching issue? Look at this. Posted this on Twitter today. Posted this on Twitter today. You see the guy on the left? That's who Matt Rule chooses to put out there every week at left tackle.
When healthy.
Versus the guy when healthy. When he's not healthy, then he turns to Brady Christensen. And all
eventually,
Brady Christensen does.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that. Eventually, because he's put other people.
True.
When Cameron was out, he's put other people there before he finally with the Christensen.
Wait a minute, you're right. But Daly is also on the COVID list. That's why Brady Christensen.
But that's my point. That's my point.
Right.
That's my point. it ain't like when Cam's out, Christensen's in. It's like if Cam's out and somebody else is out, then Christensen's in, and then Christian does this.
Then he all he's doing, and this is a comparison of performance at left tackle. So I posted this on Twitter earlier today. All I did was take Cam Irving's stats at left tackle, and I compared them to Brady Christensen's grades. Excuse me, not stats, grades at left tackle. And this is what we have. This should not be happening, bro. This should not be happening, dog. Stuff like this is the reason why I have a hard time buying into Matt Rule's whole spiel. The process is working. Like it's all about putting people in the right position to succeed. You're not doing that. This is the best left tackle. This is the best option at left tackle, Brady Christensen. And you literally use him as the last resort. He's the last resort. His highest grade is 89.9, bro. That's the best grade we've seen. His lowest grade is where Cam Irving's average is. His season grade is Brady Christensen's lowest grade.
And we're not playing.
It just doesn't make sense. And you still not playing him. It just does not make sense to me, bro. It does not make sense. Like, what are you watching? Like, you're not using analytics, blah, whatever. You're using measurements and all this other cap. Like, stop doing that. Look at the film, bro. We didn't draft Rashawn Slater because his arms were too short. Now, look, Rashawn Slater ends up in the Pro Bowl and probably going to be all pro as a rookie. And Cam Irving, that's who we chose.
But we don't know.
And my fault.
Their refusal to play Christensen at left tackle more. You never know what we would have gotten out of Christian. He's played pretty damn well when we were given the opportunity.
Bingo, Dave. You're exactly right. This man has played all across the offensive line. He has it. The only thing he hasn't played was center. You stifled this man's production, his improvement. You've taken away vital snaps from this kid because you want to play him all over the place. You played him everywhere except left tackle. And you've only played him at left tackle when you had to. And he's done nothing but perform there. This is an example of not putting your player in the best position to succeed. You're playing him everywhere else but where he's good at. And all he's done is do nothing but perform at left tackle when you put him there.
He's had more snaps at left tackle than any other position, which is interesting. But it doesn't change. But that's because he had a choice because he had to be the starter there for the whole game.
Bingo.
Because they would rotate him out in the other spots, which is insane.
Bingo. And I understand. I'm not trying to say he shouldn't go play in another position when it comes to with injuries. So sometimes he had to go in there due to injuries. Like folks get hurt, he goes in there. But he's also started. He started, I think, at right guard before. Like he's starting at these other places. It's stupid. Like he should be. If you're gonna be moving anybody around and inside, it should be Cam Irving. That's the dude you should be moving inside, not Brady Christensen.
Shout out for the translation for the Euros. I always say pounds. That's my bad, bro. It used to be pounds long ago, but it is Euros. So $1.13, man. So we'll do the math. Appreciate it.
We'll do the math. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough watching them stifle Brady Christensen's progression.
But that's what happens when you sign a dang on free agent, bro. That's what it boiled down to. They signed that man on the first day.
But even if you sign him, he should be depth. Just because you act like they signed him to some crazy blockbuster left tackle.
No, we didn't. But it's about the win, right? It's about the win and the why. They signed Cam Irving to be the starting left tackle. They didn't sign. They had no intentions of putting Christensen in there to start. Period. They signed. I think the only way we would have probably started a left tackle is if we would have gotten Panay. I really believe that. I honestly believe that. If Sewell would have fell to us at 8,
they would have messed it up.
Damn, man. I think Sewell was probably only got him out.
They would have put him at guard or something. They would have put him at guard or somehow messed it up, bro.
So
they would have done something else. But man, it's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing for them to stifle his progression like this. Valuable reps that he could be getting to improve. Meanwhile, we could be sitting on on a franchise left tackle right now, and not know we're not going to know by the end of the year. We still won't have enough information. Even if he comes out and balls the rest of the year, we won't. We still can't be confident that this dude is a future franchise left tackle because they played around with it. If he would have gotten the start at left tackle every game this season, we would have had a good idea whether this guy could be the future. And then going into the draft, we could have been like, all right, because I did a mock draft today. I said, yo, Brady Christensen's the guy. Let's assume he's the guy, and that's what I did.
But real talk, this goes back to that discussion about whether or not you really want whether or not you want to put a new head coach into this situation next year, because considering the draft situation that we're currently in and how many picks we currently have, I know we can trade back and get more picks. I get all that, but considering the situation that we currently have, do you really want to put a brand new head coach to this shit? I don't. I don't. I think Rule and company to figure this out. Because think about it, bro.
Nah. That's cap, dude. That's cap.
No, but think about it. That's man.
Whoever has, and again, Dave, like I said, this is not a talent issue. I still roll with that. It's not a talent issue, bro. A better coach would have this team at least 500. I don't care what nobody tells me.
This is the problem that you're gonna have.
No, that's the money. Dave, that's cap. Stop saying that. That is cap, bro. Money talks,
bro.
Money talks,
bro. Think about
that's
it.
Cap,
think about
Dave.
it, Rashad. Think about it. Just think about it.
This is cap.
Think about it.
Whatever you about to say is cap.
Think about the teams.
Cap.
Think about the teams that. No, I know you think it's cap, but think about the teams that are. Think about the teams that could be opening up this year. Think about the teams. Think about the situation we got with our draft status and with some of the free agents that we have. And think about some other franchises that might have jobs opening up.
I'm taking.
So you say Chicago? You think Chicago's a worse job than ours? I don't.
I don't know their full situation, but I know our roster.
I'm telling you right now, bro. They're not. Chicago's a better job opportunity than us.
No, you're looking. No, do they have any first round picks?
I don't know.
No,
but they have a quarterback. They have a franchise quarterback. They got a young quarterback.
They got it. Yeah, you walked it back. They're a young quarterback. They have a franchise quarterback. They don't know that.
Well, they got.
We could also have Cam Newton.
We could.
But this is a good job.
No, I know what we do have. You know who we do have? I know for a fact that what we do have? Sam Darnold. That's what we do have. That is a fact. He's going to be on our roster next year. That's what we do have. I know that much. And I promise you, I think I'd rather have Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence over Sam Darnold right now.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I'm not.
So that tells me that Chicago and Jacksonville are better spots to go to than us. No. That's where I'm at. That's my point.
I'm not. I disagree.
I mean, Denver might be interesting. If they decide to fire Vic Fangio, that'll be interesting. Denver's probably the Denver. So we'll see.
You got a lot of good pieces here, bro. That's all I'm saying. You got a lot of good stuff to work with if you could coach it.
Oh yeah, the Raiders too. Forgot about the Raiders. The Raiders too. Even though you might have to think about a quarterback situation with the Raiders. But all I'm saying is, yeah, Minneapolis could fire Zimmer. Like there's other job openings. That's why I don't think Tepper has an interest in doing something with the situation right now. He's probably trying to
you act like every job that somebody's fired from is a great job. Like, nah, they all fucking suck. That's why the coaches are fired. They all are trash.
Not all of them.
They all are trash, bro. Unless you walk into something like the Cowboys or something like that.
Who got hired last year? They weren't all bad. Like Jacksonville's situation last year wasn't that bad. They just picked the wrong guy. They picked the wrong guy to walk into a situation where you're going to be able to get a brand new quarterback. They just picked the wrong guy. They picked an idiot. Picked the guy that didn't know how to treat people. They picked the guy that wasn't a true leader. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And here's the draft order real quick.
That's wrong. We should be 6.
No, I just pulled it. I
Really?
think they fixed it. Yeah, I just pulled it. They fixed it because I think this tiebreaker here between Seattle and Carolina, I think is the thing. But I just pulled it before the show, so it is right. According to Tankathon, I don't know if it's right, but according to Tankathon, it's right
Yeah, it was
today.
6 yesterday, so that's why.
It was 6. It was 6 yesterday, and then when I mock draft, it was 6. But according to Tankathon, I just pulled this right before the show. They have us at 7th, and I think it's because of the tiebreakers. And just to explain how the tiebreakers work when it comes to the draft order, they go by strength of schedule. So strength of schedule is used to break any ties between teams who have identical records at the end of the season. The team with the lower strength of schedule gets the higher selection in the tiebreaker. SOS aggregate is the aggregate win percentage of its team's opponents. So as you can see right now, we're tied with it would be Seattle.
So that would be a coin
No,
flip.
no. I think are they okay? I think they're taking Seattle's.
Yeah, they're
So
taking Seattle's.
if it goes from then, if you can't use strength of schedule to separate the team, then they go to division or conference tiebreakers. It says these tiebreakers will then be applied to which selection has the draft. So here we go. So I have it right here. So if the two, and we can walk this through, Dave, we can kind of hammer this out right here. So if the two teams from the same division are tied, so we can't use division because Seattle
It's
and
got to be
Carolina are not in
conference.
the same division. So it's the same conference. I'll scroll to the conference. So if the team within the same conference but not the same division are tied, which is the situation, the conference tie-breaking procedure is enacted. The tiebreaker is as follows: head to head. So have the team with the worst record in the game played against each other, then the higher. So we haven't played Seattle. Have we played? We haven't played Seattle, have we?
No.
Did we play Seattle this year?
No.
No. So then it goes to win percentage in games played within the conference. So the team with the lower win percentage within the conference. So
what is Seattle's?
Can you pull that up?
Yeah, hold on.
What is Seattle's win percentage in the conference?
Let me pull up the NFL standings real quick. And conference, Seattle in the conference is they're 2-8 in the conference. So they're absolutely ahead of us because we have 3-7.
Yeah, so that would be it right there. So Seattle will get that, and in turn, the Jets would get that pick. So that's the tiebreaker. And if that wasn't the case, then it would be winning percentage in common games with a minimum of 4 games.
Yeah,
and then it would go strength to victory. Yeah, then it would go strength to victory. So yeah, so Seattle has that tiebreaker. That's why. And I think the highest we can go right now is
5.
Is going to be 5. Yeah, I think that's the highest we can get. Maybe no. Houston has to win both of their games.
Houston and New York.
We will have to lose out. New York would have to lose both of their games. Then we can get up to 3. 3 is really the highest we can get. Realistically, it'll be 5.
Yeah, 5 is pretty much it. And I'm gonna say this, and I said this during the town hall last night, and I'll say it again. If we get the 5, because we have to get ahead of the Giants to get Evan Neal. I'm gonna be clear as day, and we probably still can't get him because I could argue Jacksonville could take him, Detroit could take him, Houston could take all the top 3 folks can take him, but we absolutely have to get in front of the Giants. If Evan Neal's sitting there at 5, we can't trade out of that pick, bro. We cannot. No way.
Have you tried to draft? Have you done a draft taking somebody? If we're gonna do it, we'll do a draft. We'll do a mock draft in a second. But hang tight, real quick. I'm just looking at the Jets schedule real quick. Who they have remaining?
Dog, they're not gonna win both of their games.
They're not. They got the Bucs. They got the Bucs and the Bills. So they're not gonna get either one of those.
That's it.
And the Bucs need to win both. And yeah, they're gonna play. Yeah, they're not. There's no chance. So we can mark out 4. So at this point, 4. Let's check out Houston's schedule.
And they've been playing hard. You saw what they did to LA yesterday.
Yeah, Texans. They have the 49ers, and the Titans.
Titans might be resting. Titans might be resting, folks.
I doubt. Well, do you think the Titans gonna rest? I don't think they can afford to. Not with the coach right up on that ass. Pause.
I think they've already clinched the playoff spot. I think.
You sure?
I think 5 teams in the
AFC is
AFC,
tight, bro.
5 teams in the AFC's already clinched the playoff spot. Let me check.
Really? I could be wrong.
Let me check. I could be wrong too. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I got them confused. The NFC's got 5 playoff spots.
I was about to say. I'm about to say the AFC, bro. That joint is tight.
Well, the Titans are 10-5. The Colts are 9-6.
Yeah, but hey, they got to play every game.
Yeah, because they got a shot at the 1 seed. Because the Titans beat the Chiefs earlier this year, if I remember correctly. So if they tie with the Chiefs, they can end up with the 1 seed. And that 1 seed is important because you get a bye.
Yeah. So yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the draft order. So realistically, you're looking at 5. Dave, you froze. You still here? Oh, there you go.
No, I'm here. Trying to cut.
Yeah, you still froze up, dog. But you're looking at probably 5. 5. The Giants. Who the Giants play? Let's look up the Giants.
I think they
look at the Giants schedule. They got the Bears. So we actually need the Bears to beat the Giants. They got the Bears and the football team. 2 winnable games for the Giants. 2 winnable games for the Giants. So we could move.
We need the Giants to beat Chicago. Yeah, the Giants beating Chicago would be nice. That would be nice.
No, we need Chicago to beat. We need Chicago to beat the Giants. But
no, we need
either
the
way
Giants to beat Chicago, because then it's 5-11. Everybody be 5-11 at that point, and we might. And their strength schedule is 542, so they'll fall pretty far if they beat Chicago.
No, you're right. You're right.
So we need them to beat Chicago next week.
They will still stay behind. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So we'll jump off a spot off that alone. That'll give us a better ray of hope to get in. So yeah. I don't know who Seattle plays to close out the season, but I mean we got an outside shot at 5. If we'll mess around and go and split the last 2 games though, and then we'll be in this discussion to be a moot point. We'll mess around, beat Ian Booker. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right, so let's real quick before we get to the mock draft. I got to scroll back up to talk about this COVID situation, because we got a lot of dudes on the list. It's a total of I think 4. How many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I believe it's 13. I think it might have been 14. I can't remember the exact number, but it's a lot of guys on the list. It's a lot of dudes on the list. So Brian Burns is obviously topping that list, which is crazy. Brian Burns, Dennis Daly, Pat Eflin, Sam Franklin, Marquise Haynes, Phil Hoskins. I don't even know who this other Kamara kid is. I wonder if you related to Alvin Kamara. But Rashawn Melvin, Davion Nixon, who was done for the season on IR anyway. Matt Paradis, who's also done for the season on IR anyways. Shaq Thompson, my boy BZ, and Austin Larkin are all on the COVID list. And looks like we're going to be scrambling to try to fulfill a roster to go to play New Orleans. And that's never good.
And they got COVID challenges themselves.
Yeah.
And by the way, for those who don't know, the game between Carolina and New Orleans got moved down to 4:25 for Sunday.
Yes, that game did get moved to 4:25 on Sunday, which is
Red
cool,
Zone 1 p.m. baby. Woo!
Which is all good. So, but yeah, that's the COVID situation with the Carolina Panthers. Really, it's going to boil down to who can coach, and I'm going with Sean Payton every time. I think he's going to get the best out of his guys. Even though I think we have a well, no, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just gonna roll with Sean Payton. I have no faith. I wasn't gonna say, but I have no faith in this coaching staff's ability to out scheme or out coach anybody. So it's a wrap for your boys, in my opinion. I'm cheering for my boys. I'm always rocking with the Panthers, but I'm always gonna be a realist, and I'm always gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I just don't think we have what it takes from a coaching perspective to actually outcoach Sean Payton. And the Bucs, I don't anticipate the Bucs to mail it in on week 18 either. That's not happening. They're gonna play to win because seeding is on the line. And so, trust me, they're not sitting there, guys. They might sit Tom Brady because they're going to be up by 32 points again, like last week, but that'll be the only way. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, Dave, do you want to do a mock? Before we get into the mock, give me some Underdog Fantasy, dog. Pause.
Let's talk about Underdog Fantasy. So right now, Underdog Fantasy is a great place if you want to play some over unders. You can do some best ball. They're doing the best ball for the playoffs. So what best ball basically is that you go in, you draft a team based on the playoff teams or the potential playoff teams, because everything hasn't been clinched yet, and you get a bench, and basically they'll put the highest total. So you can draft your quarterbacks, your running backs, your wide receiver, tight end flexes, and then you get a bench of 5 players, and they'll put in the best combo. And I believe first place for that best ball tournament is $200,000, if I remember correctly. And right now they're still doing deposit match up to $100. They started doing this thing called a payout boost for pick'ems, where you can win up to 50 times your money if you put certain players. So over the weekend it was Josh Allen. So if you got that right on top of 4 others, you could have won 50 times your money. So if you bet $10, you could have took home $500. So shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Go ahead and sign up if you haven't yet, man. It really helps out the channel. But when you sign up, use the code PNP at underdogfantasy.com. And like I said, your first deposit match can be up to $100. You put in $100, we'll give you $100. So hit me up on Twitter if you have any more questions involving it. And once again, use the code PNP when you sign up.
Yep, shout out to Underdog Fantasy, man. Go over there, sign up. It helps the channel out tremendously. Man, I hate this view, but it's as big as I can get it with. Let me try this. It's only going to show me though. Oh, there we go. Much better. I don't like this. Let me get a reset again. Give me 1 second.
All right.
All right, we're going to do a live mock draft here. If you're new to the channel, we used to do this all the time come draft season. And because we are officially eliminated from the playoffs, what better time than there is to do some mock drafting here.
Yeah,
so
we didn't talk about that part.
Give Dave control. Now, I ain't giving Dave control, man. Dave might go rogue.
What are you talking about, man? I told you how I felt. If Evan Neal's there, that's the pick.
All right. He's going to be there at 5 too, by the way. With the way their board is set up, he'll be there.
He won't be there at 6, though, will he?
Yeah, he will. He'll be there.
He'll be there at 6?
Yeah, he'll be there. Watch. I've done this enough. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so we got a phone call, Dave, from the Broncos. To move up.
Move down to 11.
I moved down to 11. Excuse me. I had to move that thing out the way. And we got a call to move back
to 8.
This is intriguing, Dave. This is back
but
2
Evan
spots.
Evan Neal's on the board, though, ain't he?
He could be on the board again too. We don't know. I'm gonna counter this one.
Listen, man, get him to the GM. He's out here hog mollying it.
So both tackles are here. Both tackles. So you gotta take the Giants. You gotta take the Giants, right? You gotta trade with the Giants and see what we can. Let's see what we can negotiate with the Giants, bro. Trade back 2 spots.
See we get the second round pick. No way. Take the 3rd off.
3rd is off. They playing hardball, Dave. Yeah, they'll only take a 3rd
And we
So
got to put that
is
fifth back
that
on.
worth it?
Take the fifth bet we just had on him. Is the fifth still
Ain't
there?
no fifth. No, the fifth is not there.
Add the fourth. I thought they had a third, and a fifth. I thought they had a third and a fifth for it.
A fifth. Okay, my bad. I thought you meant our fifth. My fault.
No.
I got you. Yeah, the fifth. Their fifth. So do y'all want to take this?
Well, we'll get one.
Do y'all want to go back to the Broncos trade? Can I?
No. Well, here's the thing. The gamble is, as long as the Jets and the Giants don't take tackles back to back, because
they could, which is certainly a possibility.
That would
certainly a possibility.
You know, the Giants are moving back up to take one of them. It's a matter of what the Jets are going to do. Go back to the Broncos trade.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
All right. Well, let's take this trade and see what happens.
Let me try one more time. I don't know if I can undo these and pick another team. Yeah, it won't let me go back to the Broncos trade.
All right. Well, do take the third and the fifth. Let's take it. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're gonna take the third and the fifth. We're gonna send this.
We need more picks, guys. Like, don't get mad. We need more picks.
All right, so they accepted, and both tackles could be going. I want everybody to relax. Both tackles could be going here. Oh, nope. Evan Neal's still there, I think. Evan Neal's still there. But, Dave, we could trade back 3 more spots.
This is something that Fitterer would definitely do, by the way.
We could trade back 3 more spots.
Or we could get some
we could still trade with the Broncos. We could still trade back with the Broncos. I'm gonna counter this one just to see what's on the board. But Dave, he won't make it to 11.
Dave, he won't make it to 11, bro.
So what are y'all saying? What do we do?
They want a second, and I think they gotta understand we're not getting a second.
We could try.
If we can get a second, I'm willing to do it. But that means we're gonna lose Evan Neal.
There we go. We get a second. They'll take it with a second.
Yeah, we do it.
Do y'all want to take this?
Did we take the other pick off? Did we take the other pick off?
Yeah, it's no extra picks.
Oh yeah, that is right. Okay. All right.
So do y'all want to take this?
Yeah, let's take it.
Add a 7th. We can add a 7th. We'll try adding a 5th. Or a 4th. Hell, let's try getting a 4th. Here, let's try to make this trade. Let's try to make this trade.
I'll do this. We're gonna lose Evan Neal, but I'm fine with this.
Oh, they denied that one. Okay, so let's take this off and let's add a 5th. Let's see if they take this. Broncos getting man, they getting stingy, bro. All right, so we'll just add the
7. Get the 7. Just get the 7.
7? Okay.
Just take the 7 from them.
We'll take the 7. All right.
They'll take that one. If they don't take this one, then we got a bigger problem.
Right,
maybe they improved the algorithms, bro. They might have improved the algorithms.
They getting stingy, bro. All right, so
and Evan Neal is gone.
All right, Evan Neal is gone. We could trade back again, Dave. Get some more draft capital.
Yo, this is what Fitterer is gonna do, guys. Y'all better get ready.
Prepare yourselves. We're gonna just talk cheese with the. We might not trade. Let's see who's here. Ah, dang it! Jordan Davis went too. Shit. All right, so here's what we got. Cross is here. Cross is here. Kenyon Green. I like Linderbaum a lot too.
So you're gonna do that? Go back to the trade options.
I do like Linderbaum for center. So okay, so we got let's talk cheese here. Let's talk. So what do y'all think about Brady Christensen? Do you think Brady Christensen should get another year, or do we go ahead and take the talented Cross or Green to say F it and then just let him compete? I do like Linderbaum. LT or center. I think Linderbaum is a dog. I like Linderbaum a lot, but Charles Cross could be a future left tackle.
We could trade back again if you like Linderbaum.
Okay, I'm seeing compete. I'm seeing left tackle. I'm seeing get Cross. So Dave, we're gonna roll with BPA. You want to take Cross here?
Yeah, take Cross.
All right, we'll take Charles Cross here.
We traded
left
twice,
tackle.
bro. What do you
Well, yeah,
want?
we
One more?
traded twice. I don't know what our next pick is. I think we got a set. Yeah, we got second round from the Broncos, so we should have one coming up here too, pretty soon. So pick 46 coming up.
You can get a quarterback now, buddy.
All right, so hold on. Let's
Malik
see
Willis
here.
is there, bro.
Let's see here.
Malik Willis is there, man.
Not for a second. I'm just looking at the trade capital.
Nah. Take Malik. Take the quarterback. Since everybody wants a damn quarterback.
So nobody wants to talk cheese with the Chiefs.
Nope. Get your quarterback, bro.
Nobody wants to talk. Okay.
As much as I feel for this quarterback, because you might have a lot of coaching changes. Unless there's somebody else better worth taking. You got to take the quarterback here.
I'm not a fan of giving this quarterback. I did it today, but I was also against it. I'm not a fan of giving a quarterback to the staff. I just don't think they can.
I agree with you.
Right
my beef has always been doing it in the first round. But if you can get somebody that could potentially be your future in the second, I'm fine with it. But I had no interest in somebody. Like if we're like sitting like 5 or 6, I have no interest in taking a quarterback that high. That was my thing.
Jermaine,
if you trade back, I gotta go use the restroom real quick. If you trade back, I'm cool with it.
Jermaine Johnson is a beast from Florida State. We do need edge rusher help. I would definitely look into drafting Jermaine Johnson. I don't like giving a quarterback to the staff. Show the QB list. It ain't good. Even before then, it's not good. There's no good QBs here, dog. It's no good QBs. That's why you keep the QBs you got. So y'all saying build the line, build the wall, build that wall. An all offense draft. I don't know. I'm going with the flow. So if it's a new staff, then I would definitely take Malik Willis for sure. If it's a new staff, I would. I would take Malik Willis if it's a new staff. But if you're looking at offensive linemen, Falele is a left tackle. We just drafted a left tackle. I'm not sure that I would double dip at left tackle, especially if Brady Christensen can play. And there's no other. I don't know about this interior offensive line. I'm not familiar with him out of Georgia. So there's no other offensive lineman I would take right here. BPA is Malik Willis. Getting true. We do need a linebacker to replace Carter. I agree with that. Christian Harris is a beast. Just based off of me drafting a lot, I know there's another linebacker that I like later. So I wouldn't take that. The value, everybody's saying the value is with Willis. 38 is a steal.
I'm telling you, bro, you got to take Willis here.
Everybody's saying Willis, bro. I'm gonna take Willis. The Panther Nation is spoken. I'm gonna take Willis.
You got to take him there.
Move back up. We do have a 3rd round pick for a 3rd and a 5th. Is there somebody we want?
I would do it and just take somebody else. Then that makes the Willis pick feel. That makes the
somebody we want though.
That makes I would look. We need to look into it. We need to check because I think that makes the Willis pick more interesting. Yeah,
we can counter Christian Harris if we want to move back up into the 2nd. This is what we're looking at.
Get the linebacker, bro.
I like Christian Harris. I don't know if I like him there. Beavers, I don't know much about him. There's other linebackers I like ahead of him. Let me see. Yeah, so there's these 2 linebackers to be specific. I like Brandon Smith a lot out of Penn State. That's later. And they're saying the other linebacker out of Wyoming is nice too, the Muma kid. So I'm good on a linebacker. I wouldn't take a line. If I'm looking to trade up, it wouldn't be for a linebacker. There's nobody here I would look to trade up for, personally. This Mathis kid, we do need to get an interior defensive lineman to pair alongside of Derrick Brown. Safety. Let's see. Let's check the safeties. I gotta check out this kid from FAMU. It's Marquise Bell kid. He's high on the list. I don't know anything about these.
Did you say from FAMU?
Yeah. All right. So center from Notre Dame is what they're saying. Interior offensive lineman. But we don't need to trade. My point is, do we need to pick one? Do we need to trade, or can we stick with our pick?
I think we should trade up and get a linebacker, bro. But it's y'all decision.
I don't think so. Roll. I don't think so.
I'll trust your judgment, sir.
I think Harris will be there in the third. To be honest with you.
Well, let's keep it moving then. Don't trade. Let's go.
No, they're saying no trade. I'm reading the room here. Let me read the room. Harris is a possible first rounder. So they're saying Harris. So do y'all want Harris?
I think we should do it, man. We need it because
I really like Harris, but no one else is worth it. So y'all, let's negotiate. Let's negotiate. Y'all are saying do it. So they're gonna swap the third, and for an additional 5th round pick. We got 3 5th rounders.
Yeah,
so we just won't have a 3rd round pick.
And I'm fine with that. We didn't have a 3rd round pick walking into it.
Let's try 6th. Let's try 6th and let's see what happens. So we would trade up, and nope, they denied that one. So we have 3 5th round picks. So what do y'all want to do? Y'all good? Okay, so we traded up. I'm listening to the people here, and we're gonna take Christian Harris. Christian Harris.
We're gonna have a while.
To the people, bro. I know Brandon Smith is my guy, but they didn't want to be patient. They wanted to take Christian Harris, so we took Christian Harris. I'm listening.
What if Brandon Smith? Well, never mind now. He just left.
Nah, Brandon Smith is a baller, bro. Penn State is LBU.
He went to Pittsburgh at 80.
All right, here we go. Pick 106. Let's see what are the needs here. According to, we do need interior offensive line, we need interior defensive lineman, edge, wide receiver, tight end, cornerback, and interior offensive lineman again. So we do need some interior offensive linemen. Let's check to see who's here. Alec Lindstrom, I like a lot. Alec Lindstrom is intriguing here. Well, let me just see who's BPA. I'm not taking a running back here. There's better options later. The safety, Marquise Bell, who we just talked about from FAMU. 6'2", 205. What are y'all saying? I'm going interior offensive lineman here, or a tackle that can give me some versatility inside. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm thinking Lindstrom here too myself.
Yeah, you should take Lindstrom. Get the lineman. We need the lineman.
There's no edge rusher. Let me just check the edge rushers real quick. Okay. Hey, Ohio State fan, what about edge Zach Harrison? I'm not too much. I'm not too sure about Zach Harrison at edge. Is that worth it there?
I think we should take the lineman, man. We need to take the offensive lineman. We've been complaining about the line all this time. I don't know why we're making this debate. We need to take the offensive lineman.
They're saying no Ben, and of course Slim says he's gonna be nice. He's an Ohio State fan. They're saying it's Lindstrom. I've seen more Lindstrom than everybody else. So I'm gonna
take the lineman.
I'm gonna go Alec Lindstrom here. Interior. They're saying Xavier. Who's the Xavier Thomas kid? I keep seeing his name. Who is Xavier Thomas? Oh, edge. Oh, we can wait on him.
Take Clemson too.
All right, I'm
gonna. Shout out to Daniel Stansel too for the $5 donation on Cash App.
Appreciate you, bro. Let's go ahead and take Lindstrom here. I'm gonna take Lindstrom. I think he can play center too.
Oh, we got 2 picks coming up.
Yeah, back-to-back picks. Let's see where
We
we
got
are.
one for the. Yeah.
Hassan Haskins is intriguing. Physical running back. Straight destroyed Ohio State the other couple weekends ago. I like Sam Williams as an edge rusher out of Ole Miss. Dude is nice. I like Sam Laporta too. Tight end U out of
We,
Ohio.
pro- we probably can get them. We probably can get them
Iowa.
both. So let's
Excuse me.
take Sam Williams, and then
I
we can
also
try to
I
see.
also don't want to take I also don't want to take the same guys I've been taking because I've been taking all these guys in the same drafts. So I want to kind of explore here a little bit. Um, let's see who y'all talking about. Who y'all talking about here? Who y'all thinking about here? I like Laporta a lot. Billingsley, I'm not familiar with the Billingsley kid. Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma. I'm not familiar with this kid either. We got 2 picks back to back. I did not take a safety yet. No, I did not take a safety yet. Smoke Monday. That name gets me every time. Reed Blankenship.
What was his name? Smoke what?
Smoke Monday.
Smoke Monday. I will say, these parents knew what they were doing with some of these names.
They're saying Mafe is a freak edge rusher. I don't know about. Oh, Mafe out of I don't know much about that kid, but we can take an edge rusher and we could take a Laporta. Who do y'all want from an edge rushing perspective?
I would take Williams and then hope that Laporta's sitting there for us and we can get both of them. We only got a
I've
5.
taken both of those. Yeah, I've taken. I think I'm gonna take Laporta, but I want to get another edge rusher here. They're saying Mafe is good. Let's say they're saying Xavier Thomas and Mafe. I'm seeing the same names. Mafe. I'm gonna take Mafe. I gotta do some research. I'm not familiar with the kid. Mafe, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the tight end too because I like Laporta and it's tight end U. So I'm gonna take those 2 cats, and we're gonna roll to the 6th. Do we have a 6th round pick or did we trade it?
I don't remember. Well,
I gotta do some research on Mafe. Oh, move up.
nah, I'm good.
Nah,
I'm
decline
good.
that.
Yeah, I'm good there.
We still don't have a safety,
Well, this is a good round to do it.
and we don't have. I do want to take a running back, so I do think we need one. Brian Robinson Jr. is still there. I take him every draft. Yeah, everybody's saying Brian Robinson. That's the guy I take every single draft, bro. I don't know why he's falling so far. Let's see. Safeties. Smoke Monday still there. So should we end this with Brian Robinson and Smoke Monday? He might not make it past this round.
Yeah, take Smoke Monday now, man. That's a hilarious name.
Or Bubba Bolden. Bubba should be way high. He's got some off the field issues. Y'all want to take Smoke?
Take Smoke.
We'll take Smoke, and then we'll see if we can get Brian Robinson in the 7th, which I don't think is going to happen.
How many 7th round picks we got? Just one?
Just one. He's right there, 197. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Nope.
Nope.
He's gone. We do got 7. We got 2 7s. My bad. 2 7s.
Yeah, we got 2. Get a running back.
Tyler Goodson, he's nice, but not the type of running back I'm looking for. I I like this kid out of BYU, 5'11", 220. He nice. CJ Verdell's still here too. I'm not sure why he's still there. There's some good names down here. Let's check a look at BPA.
Because running backs shouldn't make $16 million a year.
Yeah, you're right. Corner from Jackson State.
I say take him. Just some Jackson State bloods.
Storm Duck. Zamir White, I think he's gone. Yeah, Zamir White gone. See what y'all want to look at. Interior offensive lineman, some depth here. All these catches. Storm Duck. Y'all want to take Storm Duck?
Storm Duck. Yeah, man, what's up with these names? Can we have a discussion about these names? We got two cornerbacks, Storms.
Bro. I took Storm Duck. I don't know about this next pick. That's saying get a wide receiver. Hell, we got one. We got some that we don't use. I'm not familiar with any of these cats. This is the bruiser running back, Tyler Algier. He's a beast from BYU. I'll take him. And call it a day. Let's see what we got.
Not bad. We fix problems, man. That's what we do. We fix some problems. We got.
I don't know why it's not showing me. It's not showing me the drafts. Let me see if I can go back and save it. I'm already premium, bro. Relax.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me. It hasn't been the last two drafts I've done. It hasn't shown me my mocks, which sucks. But it's all good. I think it was solid. What we took. Yeah, it was film. We can go back and look at it.
We took a couple. We took a lot. We got our linebacker. So if we lose Jermaine Carter, we got our quarterback. Even though, like I said, I agree with you, bro. I'm not really interested in giving them drafting a quarterback. Really, because it's going to put that quarterback in a rough spot. But at the same time, my big thing was more about taking them in the first. We got a potential left tackle of the future, even though we might already have that on our roster.
Yep.
I mean, we filled a lot of holes, So, because that's the thing, right? Yeah, we filled holes, and I think everybody's so focused on offensive line, but we need help in other areas too, like linebacker. We're probably going to need help at the linebacker position. We don't know what's going to happen with Hassan Reddick. So when you take everything into account, I mean, I like what we did.
Yep, I like it, and I agree with the waiting until 2023 to get a QB.
I do agree.
Who are me to judge?
Yeah, I think we need to be in the. We need to if we're what we claim we're going to be with Matt Rule returning next season, we'll definitely be in the Bryce Young sweepstakes. If we are claiming, right? I think I want to believe that Rule's going to improve next season. If he's going to be here, but there's only one way to find out.
Yep. All right. So, man, that being said, man, we've done a lot here. Carolina Panthers is a tough team to follow right now. It's really frustrating. We just got to get to the offseason as soon as possible, really, so we can start seeing. I do think and I saw this on Twitter. Somebody posted it, and I think it's interesting because I do think that this coaching staff, this front office, they're gonna be all in next year. They're gonna put everything they can throw at it. They're gonna
They're gonna
throw at it
try.
next year.
They're gonna try.
So they're gonna
Absolutely.
try really hard to be better. And so I think although he may be safe this year, and I think he's got a bolt of confidence from the Tepper, I really do think that if he does come back, they're gonna try hard next year. They're gonna try. I don't think again. I stand by this. I don't think the talent is the issue this year, and it won't be the talent next year. Right? It's going to be coaching. Coaching has to improve. That's my concern. But they're gonna throw everything they got. They're gonna go get a left tackle. I promise y'all, they're gonna go get a left tackle. They're gonna go fix the offensive line. Can you coach it? That's the question. That's the concern I have. But
yeah, now I'm with you there, bro.
That's it. So
brutal.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, bro. But again, keep pounding, man. Listen, like I said, it's one of those things that you never see us pick a second team. We not doing that. We're not gonna pick another team to cheer for. I'm gonna watch the Panthers. I might hate it, but I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna watch till it hits zeros every single week, bro. Because that's who I am. I'm not one of them dudes that's about to just quit. I'm loyal to a fault, so I'm rolling with my guys, man. Right, wrong, indifferent. So it's a character flaw, bro. So
But
I'm
I
rolling
will
with my
say,
guys.
bro, they're making this shit hard.
They're making it hard. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy for the past four years, bro. Since we've been doing this podcast, we haven't had shit to celebrate over.
Well, first season we made the playoffs. 2017 we made the playoffs. Yeah, we did.
Shit, it's been so long, dog. I don't even know.
We made the playoffs in 2017.
I feel like all we done every week is come up here and complain.
But we
don't want to complain, bro.
The double-digit losing season's got to stop.
Yeah,
because this is the third straight one.
Yeah, we want to be better, bro. We want to be better. We want this team to be better. I don't want to come up here and complain every week. I really don't. It's getting old. I think you're seeing a lot of creators going through the same thing. Like a lot of guys,
we got really, folks that are out here that's done looking at the tape of the line. We got folks out here.
It's time.
We got folks out here. Yeah, man.
It's a lot of the creators. We all going through the same thing, bro. It's tough to make content. It's tough to get up here and go live every Monday after an L. It's tough, bro. It's tough. We're gonna do it.
My man from Fort Mary Rush said that the bad O-line play makes him it's not fun for him to analyze the tape anymore because of how bad it is. That is rough.
Yeah, he said that he said there was no improvement. Like there's nothing to analyze. And he's right. Yeah. He's right. There's no improvement from this team. It's going backwards. Every week it's going backwards. We're getting worse and worse and worse every week. And so, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. But all right. That being said, man, hit that like button on the way out. Hit the subscribe button. Panther AA. Yo, that's funny, Danielle. Panther AA is funny. Yo, that's funny.
Hi, my name is David. I'm a Panthers fan.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh man, I wanted to share the video. I forgot to share the video. I don't know. I gotta get permission first. of the gift we gave for the Christmas presents. The Dante Jackson jersey.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Well, we retweeted it, so it's on. It's public.
It is public, but I don't know if I want to put it on the show without her mom permission like that.
Yeah, nah, I respect that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, we gifted a young lady a signed Dante Jackson jersey. The backstory behind that was that I saw her post. She tweeted the Panthers and Dante Jackson that, hey, can I get a Dante Jackson jersey, or can I get one signed? And I saw it and I said, yo, I got one. I got one sitting there in that bin of jerseys that I got. And so, yeah, I said, yo, that's something I'm willing to part with. So I sent it to her and she opened it up for Christmas. And I retweeted it. So if you want to go see it on Twitter, that's cool. But I ain't want to show it here without her mom permission because she is a minor, so I ain't want to
Yeah.
do that. But yeah, man, check that joint out. Like, subscribe. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Man. You have a good one. Enjoy your new year. And for the Patreons, stay tuned. We're gonna let you guys know we're gonna do the PNP Confidence. We're gonna try to do it by the end of the week.
Facts. All right. That being said, man, we out.
Peace, guys.
Peace.